Hey everybody, GL-1 here, and before we get started with Hulk Talk Takeover and discuss these Hulks I have over here, I thought that the Hulk and I would have a friendly arm wrestling match. I'd like to find out where I stand. I mean, he likes to pick up heavy things, and I like to pick up heavy things, and I'm just curious to find out if we have a friendly arm wrestling match, where do I stand with this big fella, you know?
Time to smash!
I say there, fella, I think you're playing dirty pool. I think we'll settle this with the arm wrestling match. Just get ready. All right, I give. All right, come on, don't break my arm. Ah! You know, Hulk, that was my left arm. Let's see how you do if I use my right arm, huh? Things might be different this time. Oh. Ah! Not so tough, are you, huh? All right. You win.
Puny.
Puny? Really? I mean, come on, Hulk. Thought we were buds. All right. Well, I guess everybody's puny compared to the Hulk. But we're going to go over these figures here now and find out what the Hulk's opinion is and see if any of them are also puny. All right, Hulk. Well, the first Hulk toy I'd like to go over with you is this fella here. Now, I've had this thing since like 1980, and I remember my brother bought it for me at the beach. I remember the package said, punch him, smash him, squeeze him, and he comes back for more. And he's all rubber. And I remember bringing him to school, and this kid grabbed him and tore his legs and tore him up through here. And I had to wait for years. I'd put pins in him to hold him together, stick pins, making sure that he'd stay together until I found a glue that worked halfway decently. And I tried rubber glue. That didn't really work. And I put some shoe goo on there, and that seems to have done all right. Now, this is a lot like the Lou Ferrigno Hulk from the 1970s, I think. He's held up quite well. I mean, this guy's over 40 years old. So, I don't know. What do you think, Hulk? Is he, I don't know, is he puny or is he, I know he doesn't have all the vascularity and some of the striations that sometimes you have, but what do you think?
Puny.
All right, well, here's a Hulk from the Avengers movies, and it really doesn't have a whole lot of articulation. You got the arms, the head doesn't turn. He's kind of leaning over all the time. Again, not the vascularity and everything, but he's thick and muscular. You can even see they got Lego lats on him. He's all right. I think they could have done a little bit more as far as giving him some articulation. Again, Hulk, what's your opinion on this fella?
Hulk is not afraid. Hulk is strongest one there is.
Hulk, we know you're the strongest one there is, but are you afraid to give your opinion? Come on, man. What do you think about the action figure?
Hulk smash!
All right, Hulk. So this is one of the most detested Hulk action figures in my collection. I agree, Hulk. Smash. Pretty early on in the Marvel movies, Hulk's. He doesn't turn at the waist. It's not that muscular. It doesn't really have a lot of details. It doesn't have much in the way of lats. You do get shoulder articulation and elbows, and the head can't look down. It can look left and right. And this came out in 2011. This is when gas prices had really started to got really high for the first time. And I felt like you can actually watch the quality of the Hulks go up and down based on the price of gasoline and the economy. So this is I thought a really disappointing Hulk. Um, After this, they came out with much better ones, and I never intended to buy this, but it ended up being clearance for like $4, and I wanted an example of it to just show how bad things had gotten at one point with Marvel action figures when they first came out with a 3.5-inch scale, and they just really, were giving us not a good figure. I mean, I think it's puny. What do you think, Hulk?
Puny.
So in 2008, I know that you had a Hulk movie. You had one in 2003, and the scale of the Hulks were larger. Here's a 2003 Hulk that I always called the calm Hulk because he looks, relatively calm. And this one has a gimmick where if you squeeze him, you can make him like punch like that. So the 2003 Hulks had that gimmick. He's definitely not puny. He also has a lever here where you can pull the lever and is he jogging or is he punching? You decide. But he's got some pretty good articulation in his head. Doesn't have leg joints that are ball joints, but that's because it has that gimmick. The ankles only move in and out like that. They don't turn. But then 2008, you were much more ripped. I mean, they came out with smaller figures. I guess because the 2003 Hulk movie didn't do that well, and they thought, well, let's not go crazy. Let's have him be a little bit smaller, maybe less plastic, but more vascular. And this one has a spring, so you can do like bungee punching, so kind of like the old He-Man figures. And it's got ratchets in the arms, and you don't have a lot of elbow articulation, that's for sure. Actually, it's really tight right now, and they just kind of like bam, like click, a really hard click. So you do have a little bit of the hip articulation. Again, not a lot, but that's just sometimes what you get. He does have ankles that move in all directions, and the knees turn. They're a little tight, but you can get that to move. And his head can move in all directions, so that's pretty good. And these weren't really that expensive. I think they were around $10, $12. You can see he's got veins in his back and everything, and he didn't have that in 2003. But it looks like maybe he slimmed down, but he started doing more cardio, and just got maybe lost a little bit more body fat, so the veins were coming out a little more vascular. But sometimes when you do that, you start doing more cardio, you lose a little mass, but you get more veins. Well, here's before you comment on this one, Hulk. I know he's smaller, so you might call him puny, but here's one. Now this is the same body type. The hair's a little different, so you can see the head's different. This one looks, he's got crazy eyes. His eyes are not really looking totally forward, and his pants are, peach, I guess. So, but very, very veiny again. You got all the full articulation, but this is gamma-powered Hulk. So he's got a button here. You can put some A76 batteries in there, and bam. And I'll tell you what, you put this on in your bedroom at night when it's dark, and it lights up the whole room green. This is really bright. So get yourself a hold of one of these Gamma Green 2008 Hulks. Pretty good swing in there in the ball joint of the hip. I don't know. What do you think, Hulk? Are you impressed with this? I mean, I like the Gamma Green. I think it's really cool. And you know what else is cool? When I push the button, there's actually a delay on the camera picking up. I push the button, there's a delay before the camera picks up it going green. So that's kind of neat. All right, so what do you think, Hulk?
Enough talk. More smash!
All right, Hulk, hold off on the smashing just a little bit longer, and let's get through this. I got just a couple more figures to show you. All right, lastly today, I want to go over this guy, the Hulk, the Red Hulk, right? And this is your girlfriend's dad, who never really liked you, went and got somehow Hulk powered, and he can get real hot, burning hot Hulk. And I've read through the comics a couple times. I don't like him. I like it when you beat him up. But anyway, and then they have a figure where it's half red and half green. Forget that. I don't own it. I'm never gonna own it, and I don't even want to know what it's about. It's too dumb for me. But look at the lower back muscles and the lats on here, right? Now you got some good swinging there. I mean, just compare that back. So look at how you look here in 2008, and obviously you've been training a lot more to get this kind of back, right? Well, the Red Hulk, anyway, has been training a lot more. So you got your work cut out for you if you're going to take on this guy. But maybe you can twist him a little bit too much. He's got big old arms and fists. Oh, and he's backwards. Look at that. You can spin him all the way around like that. And he's got the articulation in the foot. And lo and behold, they also made a green version. Same body, just green. But you'll notice the hand is grabbing, not just punching. And so maybe he's going to grab and punch. The head, you'll see, is smaller. So it's a different scale on the head, which kind of makes his body look bigger. And these are 2009. So these came out a year after the 2008 Hulk movie. So, are they an improvement? In some ways. They're a little bit more muscular in some ways, right? A little bit less realistic, but you do have that nice torso joint that lets you kind of get different, poses. Like that's a pretty cool pose. And if you try to do that with this Hulk, well, first of all, he's got a spring, so he won't do it. Let's see if Gamma Green Hulk doesn't. No, he doesn't twist because he's got the Gamma Green there. But it's kind of a cool position that you can get him in with that hand and that fist, right? So that's neat. So it's a pretty good Hulk, and you think about this as like almost 15 years ago this came out. And I think these were only like $8. They were really inexpensive. Now they can't look up and down, they look left and right. But so what do you think, Hulk? Huh? You got your Hulk, and then you again. So I'll tell you what. First, tell me what you think of the Hulk, and then tell me what you think of you in green. Let us know, Hulk.
Hulk, you like beans.
I remember, Hulk. You like beans. Not another blast like that, like last time.